Hello and welcome back. Here in the container fluid, I'm just putting some more things, some new things for the bootstrap. Actually, I just want to show you the pager and the pagination. They both are really interesting. First of all, I'm adding the class of the pager. And what is actually the pager is, again, I'm thinking to use the UL instead of the div. So I'm just updating this one and this one into UL, and then just here, adding li, again li, and then the previous, okay, and then here adding an a tag as well, hash cover the class here in the li, duplicating, and there I'm just typing previous. Okay, I'm adding the class of previous, and here I'm adding the class of the next, removing the previous and typing next here, saving, going to the browser and refreshing. Now you can see that the previous and the next, but what are they? The previous and the next, actually they are the links to go to the previous page or go to the next page or the next slide or previous slide. You can use in what way you want by putting the right href. Well, definitely they are just the style for now, because there isn't any errors or there isn't any programming language we applied. Well, why they are so far than each other, to each other? Just because the main element, the container element, is so wider. If you use the a column like the column MD2 or MD3, then they will be so near, just because of their parent tags. So by the way, this is just the pager. In the next step, I'm just gonna teach you about the pagination here, the another UL and the class of the UL here, class pagination, and then just putting the LIE inside the pagination, and then again the same thing, that go inside the LI and put the hyperreference, and at this time the hash cover, and then 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Save that and refresh that. You can see that 1 2 3 4 5 6 actually the pagination, which we can add anywhere when we just create the page. And for changing the next page, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and how much links you can add here. So this is really simple and really easy. But one thing more, that you can see that this is not in the center. I just want the pagination in the center of the page. So for this case, I'm just gonna create a new div. Well, we've learned about the text center, which I'm just applying with this UL text center. Okay, so there definitely I'm just cutting this, the whole UL, and just pasting this inside this one, the text center. We have learned about the text center in the very starting classes when we just talk about the text styles or something. Now you can see that the pagination is in the center of the page, so looking good. Then I'm just adding the class of active here with the number 3, okay, just for showing you that how it looks when any of the class is active. Okay, you can see that it's clickable, it's not. And for example, you just don't want to make the 5 number clickable, so add the class again and type disabled. ed is really important. Okay, refresh that. Now you can see that there is a sign of no link or no click there, disable actually. Well, now I'm gonna do another thing, is actually copying this text center and pasting there, but just 2 times is okay. And then for the first one, okay, for the first one I'm adding the pagination again, okay, and the pagination SM, and there I'm not adding anything because this is a simple pagination, the pagination MD, which is a by default, so don't need to put the pagination MD, and then the pagination, okay, LG, okay, the pagination SM and the pagination MD, which is by default, so don't need to put the pagination MD and then the pagination LG. Save and go to the browser and refresh. This is the pagination SM. You can see that this is the pagination MD, which is the by default, and this is the pagination LG. I hope you've learned all of them So need to go to the further class to learn some more things about the Bootstrap. Stay tuned and goodbye.